You're listening to the sounds of Salford, from the UK going out to the world.
Well, that's the fifth tackle. And Tompkins. Dobson now. Dobson flings the pass. Griffin out the side door, and Evans is in. Niall Evans gets the try. It's right in the corner. 2 minutes to go.
Well, isn't that
Evans with his second of the game.
Isn't that incredible? They've looked for Niall Evans 2 or 3 occasions when they go down to that left edge, and Griffin does a tremendous job there. That's probably the only defensive error that Mins has made in this game, when he shows the outside to that man. And when Niall Evans gets this ball, he's going to score it. Look at that, perfect play.
He's been forced into that defensive misread as well. Missed conversion by O'Brien, so there's still a 4-point ball game. As we take a look back at that try, last tackle play, the big booming ball from Dobson from right to left, and then it was Josh Griffin, the stop and the go, and Thomas Mins forced inwards, forced in because of the movements of Griffin. Lovely little sort of pass, and then Evans crossing in the corner. Penny for his thoughts.
What's this set 6 going to be like?
Finish off, fellas, yeah. Every minute matters. That was the mantra. They wanted jeopardy. Well, this minute matters. It's the final minute of the £1 million game, and there's just 4 points in it between Hull Kingston Rovers and the Salford Red Devils. Rovers supporters imploring their side to hold out. The Salford fans up the other end of the field, willing them towards them. Still free. They're looking for this flank again. They're looking for Evans. They're looking for Evans. They've got Josh Griffin. Griffin has got Evans. Evans cuts in field and it's cut down by Mins. 5 seconds to go. It's with O'Brien. It's with Dobson. It's across the field. There goes the hooter. The pass was forward surely. It's with Johnson. Johnson in the corner. Johnson for the Salford Red Devils. And Salford have tied the score.
Can you believe this, Bill?
Greg Johnson can't believe it. The Salford supporters cannot believe it. The Rovers supporters can't believe it.
Goes to extra time now. If they miss this kick, it goes to extra time. And if you look at the players, the whole KR players, they're not shell-shocked. They're absolutely shell-shocked. Whereas Salford, how they pull that out of the bag, the go-to man in the final stages was Josh Griffin. The try scorer is Niall Evans. Give the ball to somebody who's going to do something. Again, he comes up with that play, he dummies it, Vince falls for it. He gives the ball to Evans. Evans doesn't panic. He knows he's got to play the ball as quick as he can, because whole KR, the defenders are all coming around the rough. They go into where the gap was, and then this long ball from Frank Flanagan. It's a good pass, and that's a great finish, Welty.
I've lost my words. To see the reaction of the Salford fans who charged the field as Johnson got his ball down. I think the look at the last 3 or 4 minutes, and you look at the contribution of Josh Griffin, who will have pleased that man no end.
What pressure on Gareth O'Brien. This to keep Salford in Super League and consign Hull Kingston Rovers to the Championship. And O'Brien misses. The hooter sounds. 18 points apiece, and it's golden points extra time as the coin toss to decide who'll play which way in this golden point extra time. And they will turn around and think, now then, Gareth O'Brien lining up this conversion, and there you can see the bottle thrown onto the pitch. The Salford players unhappy about that.
Isn't that nice to see?
I think all smiles, but I'm not sure. Maybe the smiles betray one too. We're really thinking behind those glasses.
I remember the close game last week for Hull KR against Huddersfield. The drop goal decided it. That man taking that easy. Hull KR will put absolutely everything into this set of 6 defensively. trying to come up with a shot, trying to make that error, trying to make Salford play, but they'll make the mistake.
Who will it be? Michael Dobson, will he return to haunt his former club? He's kicked plenty of drop goals in his career. Terry Campe's in the post here last week.
Every second, every decision so important. Salford won the toss and chose to receive possession well taken.
And I think that answers your question about where the momentum lies, or who feels like they have the momentum. Get the ball in the hands, they've got first shot.
Dobson was looking for somebody there and there was nobody on his shoulder, so he took the tackle. Rovers will be looking to keep Salford this end of the field. Don't let them within range. Robert Louis, Ben Murdoch-Masilla, Peacock.
Josh Griffin is not on that left edge.
Cannot believe that Jamie Peacock is out there in this scenario.
But it's net score wins, whether that's a penalty try or a drop goal.
We've gone for it. O'Brien has gone for it. And he's done it. O'Brien has saved Salford. Wow. From almost on the halfway line. Gareth O'Brien has left Kingston Rovers hopes in tatters with a monster drop goal. Salford are safe. Hull Kingston Rovers are destined for the championship.
Good afternoon and welcome to Straight From The Fan's Mouth with Dennis Robbins Riley. How are you, pal?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm over the moon after that performance yesterday.
Well, you know, we know it's a friendly and we don't want to get carried away with ourselves, do we, Si? But if you look at it, when you're playing a Super League team, it's a lot more professionalism in the game, in your sets and everything. You know, the last two friendlies were hit and miss for me. I didn't see what Ian would have gained from them two friendlies, if I'm quite honest. The Halifax and the Rochdale one. Yeah. I don't know what we gained from them, to be honest. You know what I mean? Except picked up a couple of injuries. But yesterday, I gained a lot yesterday, and I'm sure the Salford fans were impressed, and I'm sure the coach was impressed of his team. You know, you spoke to him yourself, I spoke to him yesterday, and you know he was. I mean, people say, yeah, it's only a friendly, but in rugby, there's not you don't really class them as friendlies, do you, mate?
Thing is a friendly, is it?
You know,
you are going to have some matches.
Of course, if you wimp out in rugby, you're getting hurt, aren't you, mate? Yeah. Simple, innit? It's one of them. It's not like football. But no, I took a lot from the game, and I'm sure Ian Watson and the players did. I mean, most of all, I was impressed with the young lads what came on. That Conor McGrath, Butler, Ben Murray, Wilkinson, Jake Bibby again, Chris Well, you know, Brinnin, you know, they all done the bit. Yeah. You know what I mean? They all
the last 20 minutes when
they all done the bit, mate, and it was nice to see. They were up for it. They were up for it, and I spoke to Liam Bent afterwards downstairs, and he says, people are forgetting, mate, is that we've been together as a unit, grew up together, so they know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? And he's right, you know, in a way he's right, because they know exactly. But yesterday when, you know, Woody, when they held their winger up, you know, everyone thought it was a try for them, and he never held him up, and I thought, wow. But I do believe he's a big hitter.
I think this year we're going to surprise a few teams.
Well,
if we can, no one's going to come wide down and steamroll us, I'm telling you that.
By going off what I saw yesterday, it was an encouraging for Salford. Now you can say Hull. People can say, "Well, Hull never really." They did. No one wants to get beaten a friendly like that, do they? No. You know, they had a decent squad out. We had a decent squad out. You know, the only downfall for us was Weller went off injured, and Niall Evans took a bang. So we, you know, a knock somewhere. So hopefully they're not serious. You know what I mean? They got a rest now, haven't they? Till the 11th. But yeah, all in all, mate, a solid performance. The kicking off Dobbo and Gareth, superb. So obviously they've been practising, because our little chat must have helped. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a big factor in rugby now, pal. Your kicking, you know,
kicks win games, don't
correct. You know, and you're right. They win games and they can make an outcome of a game dead easy.
Yeah.
You know, but
I really enjoyed the day.
Yeah.
I was impressed with how many brought. They brought a fair few, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know, for the friendly.
Yeah. And George won the Battle of the Brothers.
Yes, he scored, didn't he?
He scored and he flattened their kid. Did you see it?
He said he was going to do it, though,
Yeah,
didn't
he flattened him, didn't he?
Yeah.
He flattened him now. But
I really enjoyed it, mate. It was a great game, wasn't it?
yeah, he was. He was encouraging, Simon. That's
He
what
walks away with a positive atmosphere.
Yeah, and if that's what the players are going to give, and the younger lads who were biting on their ankles, mate, because that's what it looked like to me. They want to play.
Yeah, they want
was
to.
very, very impressive today. But obviously, it's friendly. We're not going to get carried away. But there was more positives.
Well, I am going to get carried away because
you get carried away.
I think that's the start of the season now.
Well, hopefully, mate.
We'll go into that Wigan game. Right, Wigan have been getting banjoed off everyone in these friendlies. Right, they've only been playing the kids. They're not going to be prepared for that.
Well,
we've kept them together basically as a squad, haven't we? Look, all of them that played yesterday have played in the 3 games, haven't they?
Look, listen, mate. If you want to write Wigan off at your pedal, mate, but never write them off.
Wigan are slow starters.
But this is a time to play them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe that's what I was looking at yesterday. Let's get out there. Let's show us what we're about, and get ready for the Wigan game.
Let's put our marker down.
Yeah,
and they did. I think they did.
And I tipped all last season and to do something, and they did. Am I going to tip them again this year? Yeah, they'll be up there.
I think we'll be up there.
But look, mate.
According to all these rugby league fan sites, when you're looking on them, they're tipping Salford for bottom 4. Now they don't know what they're talking about.
Let them tip us, mate. We're not bothered.
You know what I mean?
There's no pressure on us, is there, mate? At the end of the day.
No pressure on us.
There's no pressure on us. We've got Big Ben to come back. We've got Todd Carney to come over.
Looking forward to that.
So there's positives again to look forward to as a Salford fan. Very impressed. Shame they weren't, a bigger attendance. Only
what was the attendance?
1,461.
Oh, not that bad.
Which, to be fair, Salford never really pushed it in my eyes.
No,
there was people who were going to these pop-up shops and there was no tickets available for people. Don't know why, nothing to do with me, but let's get it right, please.
Yeah, there was there was also I read something on the chart last night about someone paying 15 quid for a scarf.
Oh, behave yourselves. What's that about? 15 quid?
It's a lot, that, isn't it, mate?
For a scarf? Come on. Someone have a word there.
Oh, and £10 for a bobby hat.
Oh,
now, Salford are trying to make out that they can't buy in bulk because obviously if they bought in bulk they'd get them cheaper. But we know because we get bobby hats, we get merchandise, don't we?
Yeah.
We know what it costs, don't we, mate?
We do.
It doesn't cost nothing like that, does it?
No, nowhere near, mate.
Come on, Red Bull, have a bit of respect for the Salford fans. You know what I mean? That's just daylight robbery.
It is.
There was a chap, he mentioned something about it. He took his grandson, he wanted to buy him a shirt. He was only 5 years old, his grandson. And he wanted the same as an adult, £40. It's wrong, that, mate. That's wrong, that.
But look, I don't know. I don't know if it's down to Ian Blease or anyone at the club, but people need to think about
about the pricing, haven't they?
Well, we said this. Why didn't you add it onto the season tickets?
Exactly. No, to me that was a brilliant idea.
And if you do a kid bulk special. If it was me, if it was my club, I'd say right, kids tops, £30. You get a hat and you get a scarf.
Yeah. Well, do you know what I want to
do? Fair dues.
Do you know what I want to do this season?
What?
Start taking our son with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's only 10 years old, right? I'm going to breed it into him.
Oh, yeah.
Tried, but now I'm going to have another go at it.
They'll come, kids, when they're ready, mate. But get him.
I want to get him a season ticket this week, I think.
Yeah, so you've got to look at things like that, haven't we? It is expensive.
Yeah.
I know it was cheap yesterday to get in, 15 quid, I think. But the merchandise bit especially for families, it's expensive if you've got 2 boys, you know what I mean? And the dad wants a shirt, the 2 boys want a shirt, and
you want scarves, you want an hat.
Yeah, you got to look at the whole thing.
25 quid, a bigger picture. 65 quid for it. That'd work out at. Well, for a 5-year-old, it's a lot of money. That
it is, pal. It is. I don't know. I'm sure they will look at it. I hope they will look at it, and then sort out deals for people. It's simple, isn't it?
I believe you had a guest of honour yesterday.
I did, mate. Yes, we had Keith Fielding in the VIP. Yeah. Lovely bloke.
Yeah, great man,
took him down to the museum. He was overwhelmed by it. He was looking at things. He's like a kid in the street. Yeah. He enjoyed it.
Looking for his name and that.
Yeah. he was on a couple of pictures and that, and he did speak to